Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. My name is Tara. Okay. Today we are going to be allocating out our first paycheck for the November budget. It technically came in on October 30th or 31st, and we're going to use it into our November budget just to do that. So this is actually now my golden month. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Okay. So today is going to be a little confusing, I feel, because a lot of things have already transpired because it's Sunday and I got this check on Thursday and things have been moving and shaking. But we're going to take our time and figure it out. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. You know, you're already part of the what? Grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 grateful gang, 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 gang. And if you're not a part of Grateful Gang, we'd love to have you over here. It's free 99, cost you nothing. Zip, zilch, zero, nada. Okay, just hit that red subscribe button and don't forget to hit your notification bell so you don't miss any uploads from me. Let's get into it. Get into it. So the last time we were here, we had a balance of $22.55 left in our buffer. And I'm gonna just go ahead and roll that over here because I don't even think I rolled it over into our side income or buffer section or rollover section. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the 22.55 because I don't believe we did anything with it. Then I went ahead and deposited $20 in from my YouTube boss account because we talked about allocating out my last YouTube check, girl. But did I allocate any of it? No, I just told y'all, but I did go ahead and do that. But I needed to move $20 in because my girl Melissa over at Budget Number 40 won the giveaway, our secret giveaways. And so I'm gonna skip a little bit up so you don't see her name because it's her whole name. But this right here, this little thing you can see right here is me sending her $20 through Zelle. So because that transaction was an in and an out, I'm not even going to bother to record that at this point. Now we have 1853.41 that came in as income. So I'll go ahead and update that 1853.41. That is not what that says, girl. 1853.41. So we got a little bit more money, like $3.41. We love that for me. Then we had a payment. So I went about paying my credit cards off. I have been using my credit cards. You would have seen in my monthly budget where I spoke about what I was spending my money on. And because I knew I was getting an extra check, I was a little more lax in buying things that my house needed or I needed or I just wanted. And so I went ahead and paid off my cards in the meantime. So let's go ahead through these transactions and see what we hit. The 8881 for Capital One was our saver card. So I can actually go ahead and mark that off in green because we're allocating out this money. And if you're not new here, you already know that anything in green means that it has already cleared the bank. If it's not in green, we add that up at the end to make sure we have enough money to cover all the transactions. So 8881. Then we have 198.20, which was the Quicksilver card. So that came out of the money. And then we have $9.99 for Apple. Now that actually is for our Good Notes subscription. And there it is. The Good Notes subscription came out, y'all. I was a little taken aback. I actually just created myself a subscription spreadsheet. I'll share that with y'all on a different video because I don't like that to happen. I don't want that to come. Luckily, it was on a card. It hit the Apple card, but I don't like it just sprung up on me and I didn't even know. Okay, I don't love that. Another thing was if you are going to sign up for Good Notes for the first time and you think you're going to like it, just pay the $24.99 and get the lifetime subscription. That way you don't have to worry about paying this $9.99 every year. I did email them. I also talked about this in the monthly budget. So check that out if you wanted to hear more about that. And then credit card number 3 was the Discover card, in which I paid $185.28. I put all of my Amazon that I remembered, I put all of them over there on the Discover because between October and December, those 3 months, you get 5% cash back when you charge anything from Amazon or like CVS, any kind of pharmacy. So that is what I did. Now I did get 5 cents of interest, boop, boop, at the end of the month. So let's add that in as side income. And that's 0.05. And that will be, y'all know I love to leave myself a little note because the way my brain be working these days, it don't be want to remember. So I'm trying to help it out. So interest payment, October 31st. Okay. And then we have a $160 deposit. That $160 deposit came out of my month ahead variables. And that was to get money for grocery lies for gas, which is $100. Let's make sure we're calculating so that I make everything very clear. $100, and then we got out $40, which was for giving. These two I always like to have in cash, and then I actually got an extra 20 out for self-care. The rest of self-care money will stay on the card, but this self-care money came out because I knew I had to get my eyebrows done, and my eyebrows, the place that I go, they take cash, or if you charge the card, they're going to charge your percentage, and I didn't want that. So $160 came in from that place, and it came out also. So I'm not sure. I guess I should put it in. So rollover transfers, I will add 160, and that is going to be 160 from month ahead for November variables. And then I'm going to take the 160 out of other. A lot of times I don't even bother to put it because it's an in and out. I'm just going to see how it works out. That's not actually, it's for this month now. So we're going to mark this off as green because that is money that actually came out. So it says that, let me take out what we should have as a buffer balance out. I can't, no, I don't have anything in there, do I? No, I can't. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Okay, so let's keep on moving, you guys, and see where we are at. So this is the first check, y'all, and it's not the one that has like a lot of the bills coming out of it. This is technically like the extra golden check. So you'll see a lot of the bills are not being paid on this. Now the mortgage is zero. We'll handle the mortgage on the next two here and here. These two right here. And then for Apple on the 6th of the month, they will ask for their 99 cents. I am going to move over the 99 cents. Got to do that. So I'm going to transfer over 99 cents from our Apple storage account so that we'll have money in here to pay it. So from Tara's Major Keys to our, oh Lord, I should have named this something, Apple storage. And that is 99 cents. So doing it wrong again, but I found myself. I caught myself, y'all, this time. Okay. From Apple storage to Tara's Major Keys, and moving money from that account over to the Major Keys so that when it is a time to pay it on the 6th, I can just pay it. So that's transferring money in. And we had already accounted for that success, money coming in here. Another thing we need to move over is the $35 for the gym. Okay. Is this right? Yeah. Move. Yeah. We need to move the $35 back again. Y'all, we don't move that money here and there and here. But Monday, your girl is going to the gym prayerfully. And so from Gym Vibes, or did I move it into Hold Your Horses? I think it might be in. Stop it. Gym Vibes has a lot of money. I don't even know why. Girl, the way we keep moving money back and forth from that thing. So from Gym Vibes over Tara Major, we're going to move over the first $35 that should pay for the November gym. Okay. And edit transfer. I want to make sure I leave a memo that this is for November gym. And this is why, this is why transfer, I like to have success. This specific simple budget setup. Because for me, if I look at this as a monthly view, I can't tell what little nuances there are within each paycheck. So on here, I'm able to say the dates in which the paychecks are. So I will know now that not only do I have to pay for November gym in these next 3 paychecks, but I also pay for December gym. And for me, I have to be able to see that for it to work out mentally for me. So if you're anything like that, I do have this the budget and the quarterly budget type things set up in my Ko-Fi shop for purchase. It's under $6. Okay. It's nothing crazy. But if you're interested, definitely there if you want to. And if you're using this and you see any improvements that you think I should make, let me know so that I can update this. Okay. And so let's continue on. So we have the 99 cents is going to have to wait because it's not coming till the 6th. We've done all our money moves over that are supposed to be moved. And then we have cell phones not due yet, water's not due yet, and none of these are coming out. $35 for the gym. We did move that over, but I will Zelle that to my instructor come Monday or Thursday, whichever day I decide to bring my butt into the gym because I need to get back. And then the internet is nothing, security, nothing. None of the bills are really due right now. Now, the extra credit card guy, his bill is due. I'm waiting for him to send me a bill because when he sends me a bill, that's how I pay him. Last month, I had to tell him I needed the bill. So I might have to tell him again, but I don't want nothing coming up later in my life. I just want to be honest and pay what I need to pay. Sticker subscription is not due to come out till the 25th of the month, so that's later on. And trash and sewer is actually getting $50. So I'm going to be transferring over $50 to my trash and sewer account. It currently has $52, so technically it's kind of already a month ahead. But the trash and sewer is $16.50 each month times 3. They multiply it. That's for the quarter. They charge me $16.50 at the beginning of each month, and it's a total of $49.50. So if I have $50 over there, that means I'm a month ahead. Actually, now I'm going to be 2 months ahead because I can see here that there's already $52.38 in there, and I'm about to add another 50. So get a month ahead on that. That's amazing. And I'm going to leave that here for now because next year, one of my things is to become a month ahead on everything. But I'm doing them one thing at a time because I tend to have an all or nothing mentality. Like I need to say all of it or nothing can be done. But I'm trying to transition my mindset into you can take little bits at a time, one bill at a time, and you can be a month ahead that way. So that's where we're at with that. So it's from Tara's Major Keys over to Trash and Sewer. That transfer is done, and we are what? Success. Now, let's talk about that because we've already done it. So we can make this green, excuse me, and that is done. So, and then I want to show you what I'm talking about because over here in my bye bye debt is where that trash sewer bill is set up. So you will see right here, Red Oak Sanitation on 1650. They charged on the first their bill. So once this clears, I'm going to go into trash and sewer and I'm going to pay it. That's just the way it's set up. And that way I get to get some points for bills that I have to pay. That's usually how I use my credit cards and how I get my points. I budget the money out for what it is, and then I pay it on the card, whichever ones I'm allowed to. And then I just get the points as I pay them back. Now let's move down to our debt section. We talked a little bit about these already. We paid off most of this. We paid off all our debt that was for October. Anything you saw there is stuff that's in this month of November. We don't have anything on the Home Depot, on the Ultra card, on the credit card, none of this. Now the car payment is split payment. It will be on the second and third check, and the student loan is not due until the second check. So we don't have anything to worry about on this check. Eating out, fun, entertainment, gas, giving, groceries, and self-care. So as far as groceries go, I'm putting $100 into a month ahead variables for well, technically it's for this month because it's Thanksgiving this month. So I wanted to put an extra $100 towards Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to put it in my month ahead right now. Variables so that I can use that. I'm going to be transferring most of this over to Ally in order to use that on. I haven't decided if I want to do that or if I want to start using my Saver One card again for this month. I do like with Ally that I can see the money going down rather than on the credit card. I see the money going up, and it's harder for me to track as the money goes up, whereas it's easier for me to see like, oh, you're running out of money when the money goes down on a debit card. I'm leaning towards the I might can use them both in conjunction, like putting the money on the saver and then paying it straight out of the Ally money, but then I'd have to move from bank to bank, and I think that might be a little much. Anyway, so this is going to be extra Thanksgiving money, and this is how my mind works, y'all. So from Tara's Major Keys to month ahead variables, and we're transferring, and that's our extra Thanksgiving money, and we can mark that green because we have moved it. That's not the right green. Because we've used it. And then we're going to move 10 extra dollars to self-care. Self-care normally gets 70, but we're going to give it 80 this month. And so because it's for November, I'm moving that in now. Month ahead variables getting 10, and that's extra for self-care. All right. Transfer $10, success. So those two things have been moved over. Now in the rest of the month, you'll see that at the end here on this last bit for it'll come in November, so we'll still have the money for December, but you'll see that our normal, well, maybe you don't see, there's 540 here, and that is kind of our normal, but it'll be a little bit more in some of these categories. Like I wanted to give a little bit more to fun. I wanted to give a little more to eating out and a little bit more to giving. These numbers might change once I put up raise my 401k percentage, but for up till the end of the year, this is where we're at. Now let's continue on. For sinking funds, apparel is getting nothing this time around. They are going to get money because you would have seen that in my monthly budget, but I'm just picking and choosing what's getting what when. So build a buffer is getting $50. Let's go ahead and move over that $50. Birthdays, transfer, success. Birthdays is getting 20. Born day should be okay. My sister has a birthday coming up in December, and she's invited us out to something, me out to something. So that's, or the family is why I said us. Success. And then Christmas is getting 50. Honestly, y'all, I'm not a big gift giver. I'm more of a, if I see something cute and I want to treat people to it or a group of people to it, I'll do that. So 50 is a big deal. And then $100 to the emergency fund. Ooh, I can't wait till we're coloring in more of my stuff. Emergency fund. $100. Yes. Transfer success. And then we've got $60 going to health and medical. Yes. Yes, because I feel like I already have to go to guide on something is weird is happening. And I have to go anyway for my yearly, but I'm like, I felt weird. That was probably TMI, but y'all know we all cool over here. Health is relative getting 60, and $60 is basically the copay for any kind of specialist. Transfer success. And so let me go ahead and mark off all of these that are green right now until we scroll down and see what else we've got going on. Okay. Then we've got $60 going up. You know what, y'all? Hold on. Let me do all these transfers, then I'll come back. Y'all don't need to watch every single one. All right. So the rest of the transfers were $60 to household and bulk toiletries, $100 to beauty is only skin deep, $400 to we out, which is travel, $50 to all the things, and $250 to new appliances. If you want to hear more about how or why I chose those categories and the amount, then you'd have to check out the monthly budget if you haven't already. I'll make sure the monthly budget is linked at the end video so y'all can just click it if you're interested. Now, Navy Federal is getting a total of 50 this month, but it'll be on the next two checks. And so our total expenses right now are showing as $2,028.27. Our income is $2,072, which leaves us with $43.73 as a buffer. We're going to move that up. $43.73 as a buffer, leaving us with a wet zero base budget. 80 base budget. The last thing we have to do, you guys, is add together our numbers that are not in green and make sure they add up to what is left in the bank. So starting with the 43, we'll start from the bottom down here. Okay, 43.73 plus. We moved most of our sinking funds money. That's what it really was about for this paycheck. Then we have $50 for the AC extra, and then we have $35 for the gym, and then we have $1.99. And that gives us $129.72. And I could tell right here we're on point. $129.72, baby. Come on, baby. Look at God, just making things work out. All right. All right. So 129.72 is our balance. That means anything else will come out of here, including the buffer, and we should be covered completely for the first paycheck of November. Feeling good, like I should. Okay, I'm done. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, in order to be great, you have to be grateful. I'm super duper grateful for you. Have a wonderful, blessed day. And what? I love you. Mean it. Bye.